Dudzinski for Holy Cross. And we're underway with college basketball on the dunk. The Friars control basket to our right here in the first half. And our opening tip brought to you by Taco Bell. It's not just food, it's fourth meal. Friars with the ball. Hinton has the ball up at the top of the key, and the ball gets kicked on the entry pass down low by Dudzinski, and PC will keep it with 25 to shoot.
Well, Dudzinski's one of the taller players guarding Hinton right now. Well, Hinton's playing at the power forward.
Friars will inbound baseline left of the basket with Council. Looking for a break to the basketball and has to flip it out on the perimeter now for Cotton. Man-to-man defense by Holy Cross as Council now controls it between the circles against Burrell. Jumper left side Council. No good. Jipley with an offensive rebound. Kicks the ball back out. Top of the key to Cotton. Right to Hinton. Hinton right of the key. Goes back to Council. Sweeping across the lane. Dumps it off everything for Jipley, and he scores on a layup.
Good pass by Council. Went up for the jump shot and dumped it down low to Jipley. Kept his eye on the ball.
Jipley gets the basket, and the Friars get the early lead here. Friars in man-to-man to open up. Penetration is Evans, who lays it up off the glass and scores.
Too easy right there as Jipley got on the wrong side of that screen. Gives up the easy layup on the help.
2-2. Here's Council behind the back against Burrell into the forecourt. Pushes it to Coleman on the right wing. Coleman brings the dribble back to the center. Now finds Hinton open 16-footer. It is good.
Good pass right there. Nice ball movement. Coleman making a nice pass over to Hinton. Wide open. Knocks down the jumper on the right wing.
Friars hit the first couple of shots here after an early miss. And underneath, wide open behind the defense, is Phil Beans for a dunk over Jipley.
Well, Ed Cooley's on Jipley's case because that's two layups he's given up in the back of that zone, back of the man-to-man.
So the Friars with the basketball. Hinton between the circles. Comes to the right side for Council, who tries to post up around his man. Scoops it up. He scores, and he's fouled as he got isolated against the 5'9", Justin Burrell.
Well, that's a good matchup for the Friars because there's no way Burrell's going to be able to guard Council the whole ball game. I think Holy Cross trying to put somebody on Council early to make him work to bring the ball up the floor. But once he gets up the floor, he has a big size advantage against that younger guy, and he's just going to take him when he wants. He'll probably switch that matchup pretty soon.
And Ron Jipley comes out of the game and immediately gets instruction from Ed Cooley as Lee Goldsboro comes into the game. Council's free throw bounces and no good. Still struggling at the line. The foul was called on Phil Beans on the offside, and it's 6-4 Friars. And Burrell has the basketball against the Friar men. Right side, Council comes out to grab him. Now penetrates, weaves in traffic, dumps it off underneath for Beans. Beans kicks it out. Dudzinski for three, and he rattles it home from the top of the key.
You know, more and more in college basketball, you see guys travel by Council as the ball came in to Hinton. He gets a travel call, and that's the little kid there. Burrell is going to come up and bother Council. He's got to be aware of that.
And so Ed Cooley calls a 30-second timeout because he's not sure his guys have the focus that they need. 7-6 Crusaders, 18-10 to play in the first half.
Oh, Jipley's going to go right back in the ball game. That's one thing about Ed Cooley. He gets mad at a play. Okay, come out, explain to him what he's doing, then put him right back into the game so he gets back in there and he's focused on what he has to do. But that's one thing that Council, I just mentioned, when he gets up the court, he's got a real advantage. But Burrell is guarding him in the backcourt so he can try to steal the ball away from him. And that big turnover right there, Holy Cross gets the ball back. But, you know, Friars have played in college basketball so often now. The big guys, the 4 and 5 men in college basketball, all can make three-pointers. So when you help off on a big guy, Friars got to be aware of that and not give up the three-pointer.
Holy Cross is 3 for 3 from the floor to start the game, and they have the ball in a 1-point lead as Burrell has it against Bryce Cotton. Now pass off the left wing for Evans. Evans, top of the key, Dudzinski now. Right side for Devin Brown, who touches it for the first time. Down low to Brown. Underneath now for Evans, who banks it up over Jipley. Can't hit the shot. Hinton with the offside rebound. Now pushing up the floor. Friars in transition. Coleman gets cut down low. Banks it up off the glass, and he scores anyway.
He's a nightmare when he's going in full tilt on the fast break. Good play by Coleman.
Here's Burrell trying to answer right back quickly into the forecourt. Friars have to hurry back. Beans goes left wing for Evans. Evans now shows the dribble, gets down to the post, loses the ball out of bounds, and it's off of Evans as he almost ran over Jipley, who was setting up to take the charge.
Well, see, it's adjustment by Jipley. That same play, Jipley was on the top, ended up at the foul line, gave up an easy layup. That one there, he adjusted when he came out of the game. He explained to him where he's got to be. Right there, almost picks up the offensive foul.
First turnover of the ball game for Holy Cross. Friars have it as they bring it left to right into the forecourt with Council.
Council. 2-3 zone right now by Holy Cross.
Off to the left wing now for Coleman. Cotton is at the point against the zone. Right wing Council. Pass down low on the baseline for Coleman. Zips it underneath for Jipley. Back out to Cotton. Right side Council. An open three is on the way. No good. Rebound tipped into the Holy Cross bench and out of bounds. And Coach Cooley not happy with Cotton passing up the shot.
He's yelling at Cotton right now. Shoot the ball. You know what? It's amazing. My father coached for a long time. He reminded my father right there, shoot the ball. Get that shot up. You're wide open.
He was wide open, and he passed it up and gave it over to Council. Top of the key, Beans. Now on the right wing for Brown. Brown underneath for Evans. Evans, baseline right, drives on LaDante Hinton, posts up and banks it in.
Well, they're doing a good job. The big guys, Holy Cross, the concern of the Friars, they're doing a good job inside of getting their easy baskets.
And a 9-8 Holy Cross lead. Hinton goes left wing for Council. Council brings it out against the 2-3 zone, still employed by Holy Cross. Right side for Cotton, top of the key for Council. Looks underneath, no movement there, so he brings it over the right side. On the wing for Coleman, back to Council, fakes, goes right, feeds the middle to Hinton, goes left side for Cotton. Three-pointer up, three-pointer good!
That Cooley is awesome. He goes, thank you. And Cotton finally shoots when he knocks it down for a three-pointer.
Cotton did not attempt a field goal in the first half of the loss in Northern Iowa. Was 0 for 3 for the game, and before that, make 3 for his last 20 from the floor over 3 games. Here's Evans again, goes down low, missed the shot, goes back up for the rebound, cannot get that. Gipley had it, it goes out of bounds off of Gipley, and Holy Cross will keep it.
Well, Coleman's kind of soft on the defense underneath the basket. When he gets post up, he just gets blown out of there. He's got to set himself in there and not get moved out of that post.
Holy Cross brings in Jordan Stevens, a 6'5 junior. And also into the post, Eric Obesekera, 6'8 junior out of Orinda, California. Evans looks for the inbounds, goes right underneath Obesekera, can't handle the ball, goes up, and they're going to call it travel. The timeout on the floor with 15:57 to go in the first half. Friars lead Holy Cross 11-9 here in the opening few minutes. Here and hoping to do a little bit better out of the gate this year. Friars with the basketball and a 2-point lead as Cotton brings it left to right into the forecourt. Goes to the left side for Council. Council, he works on Burrell and goes right by him down the baseline. Scoops it up and under, off the glass and in.
That's a real bad matchup for Holy Cross. They got to do something about that. Council will have a field day.
Here's Burrell working his way through the lane. Gets it out top of the key to Beans. Now to the right wing for Stevens. Stevens guarded there by Cotton off a screen. Passes off left corner for Beans. Drives the baseline. Goes underneath for Obesekera. Missed the shot. Partially blocked. Friars come up with the ball. Here's Coleman. Weaving in traffic. Left-handed dribble. Goes right to the glass. Banks it up and scores.
Boy, that's good transition by Coleman. He is so effective when he's out on that break. What a great block, though, John, by Gipley to stop the dunk.
7-0 run. Friars lead at 15-9. Bounce pass to Beans in the left post on Hinton. Tries to post up inside with a jump hook and a perfect shot.
Well, Hinton's so much bigger than Hinton inside. I mean, Bean there, he just bounced him, got right to the basket. He's got to get some help on the post.
Beans has 4, 15-11. Here is Council again. Down to the baseline left. Has the ball knocked out of bounds. Touched underneath by Beans. And the Friars will keep it as they bring Dudzinski back in along with Devin Brown. Gipley will take a rest. And Bilal Dixon checks in for the first time.
Well, Bilal will give him some physical presence in there. Nobody will back him down, that's for sure.
Friars get it. 25 on the shot clock. Council inbounds right corner to Dixon. Dixon turns, looks at Dudzinski, and has to give the ball up and throws it away. Nobody broke to the ball. Up the floor to Devin Brown. Goes right back to Dudzinski. He's got a jam.
Somebody's got to go get the ball off Bilal. I mean, he got the ball in the corner. Everybody stood around. Nobody cut to the ball. He ends up with a turnover.
15-13, 2 straight baskets now by Holy Cross after a 7-0 Friar run. And it's now a 2-point Providence lead as Council works right. Top of the key, gun the give and go to Hinton, who drives and gets the shot swatted away and picked up on the right baseline by Evans.
Good block right there.
Up the floor to Devin Brown. Brown tries to shake and bake on Council on the right wing. Top of the key, now back left for Evans. Evans penetrates right side of the lane, scoops it up and scores, and we're tied at 15.
Holy Cross doing what they want on the offensive end. The Friar defense has to pick it up.
They really look confused. Here's Council driving the other way, clears all the way through to Cotton on the left wing. Cotton gets into the lane, pulls up with a 10-footer and scores.
Good shot by Cotton right there. Tough move, too. He makes it over defense.
Friars back in the lead, 17-15. A lot of offense here in the early going for a game we expected to be perhaps a defensive struggle. Left with the ball. Evans off of a screen, rolls down the lane again, scoops it up and scores off the glass. Providence can't stop R.J. Evans.
Well, they can't stop a lot of those guys, and the defense has to help out a lot better. They're getting shots in the paint. That's what's making it easy for them. 8
points for Evans. You're absolutely right, Joe. They are penetrating at will into the lane on the Friars. Here's Council between the circles. Hands off to Cotton. Cotton looks right side on the wing for Coleman. Cotton goes left for Council. Zone defense again here for Holy Cross. As Council comes back to Cotton between the circles. Looks toward the middle. Pushes it left for Council. Penetrates down the left baseline. Gets caught in midair. Lost the ball. It's picked up by Evans.
Well, you don't jump in the air. You take that. You up in the air. You got to shoot the ball. You can't pass it.
Crusaders have made their last 4 shots from the floor and have a chance to retake the lead here on this possession as Brown, the 6'2", 6'1" senior from Baltimore, handles it now out front against Council. Passes off to the left wing for Stevens. Stevens back to Obey-Sakara. Right wing, jumper up Stevens, no good, off the iron, and there's Dudzinski with the offside rebound. Kicks the ball back out to Obey-Sakara. Now for Evans yet again. Evans well out on the perimeter against Gerard Coleman as the shot clock was reset. Stevens, three-pointer right wing, no. Rebound Hinton on the offside.
The rebound by Hinton, they're boxing out. They had some mismatches underneath the basket.
Council penetrates, left jump pass in the corner for Cotton. Fakes the jumper, moves to the middle, finds Hinton, fakes the three himself. Right corner for Coleman. Coleman looks for the slash, bounces to Cotton. He gets into the lane, throws up the runner, has the shot tipped away from behind. Loose, Obey-Sakara had it but lost it, and the Friars will get to keep it as they'll bring Justin Burrell back into the game at the point, replacing R.J. Evans.
Good game so far. Holy Cross playing pretty good defense, too, making it difficult for the Friars to get off good shots.
Also, Phil Beans is back in for Eric Obey-Sakara. Good, because that name is really hard to say.
Eric Obey-Sakara?
Obey-Sakara.
That's pretty good. You've done this before, though, haven't you?
I've tried. Sometimes I fake it real well. Right wing
for looking at you like there's something wrong with you.
Council has it, goes cross court to Council, to Coleman. Coleman banks it up off the glass and in.
Boy, he's having a good ball game, Coleman, and he's doing a nice job out there finishing.
He's hit 3 of 3 from the floor for 6. Friars back up by a deuce.
You got to guard somebody now.
Malcolm Miller, 6'6" freshman with the ball. Bounce pass to the right wing for Beans. Beans out front to Burrell. Burrell goes back again to Miller on the left side. Goes down the post for Dudzinski. Works into the post against Dixon. Goes up with a turnaround jump hook, a little drop step, and he scores.
Man, that was too easy there. Bilal usually plays better defense than that. He just gave up a layup.
I tell you what, that's exactly what Holy Cross needs to do. They have taken the ball right inside the perimeter and gets into the paint against the Friars. Right wing for Hinton, penetrates down to the right baseline, caught off balance jumper, no good. Rebound Dudzinski.
Tough shot right there by Hinton.
Burrell weaves in traffic to the left side. High post Dudzinski goes right wing for Devin Brown. Brown now penetrates, goes up with an off-balance three and hits it from the right wing.
Well, that's his shot. He's their leading scorer. He's going to look for that shot. Comes off the screen, knocks it down.
Brown's first basket of the game, and Holy Cross leads 22-19. 11 minutes to play in the first half. Coleman to Hinton, goes left for Council. In the left corner for Cotton. He fires a three. That's too strong, but he's fouled on the play by Beans.
Bad foul right there by Beans. You know, you foul a three-point shooter. Cotton really hasn't taken many shots in the last 3 games, and he finally gets a foul there and gets 3 shots.
Timeout with 10:54 to go. Friars down 0.2% for the line.
Well, I felt he would break out in this ball game, John. Good matchups for him, but he hasn't been looking for his shot. Now he's looking for his shot a bit, and he's starting to make them.
And the first for Bryce Cotton is good. With another one coming, he's got 6 already in the half. He had 6 total in the 2 games played in South Padre Island this last weekend.
He had a tough time getting the shots off with the big guys they put on him as he makes the second free throw. You know, in this game here, you know, he's thinking more of his shot, and Coach Cooley's great. I mean, he goes and say, hey, shoot the ball. You know, you're a 2 guard out here. You got to look to score. That's what 2 guards are supposed to do.
And he
look for shots.
Hits them all, and the Friars have tied it up at 22. And now they're going to go with some 1-2-2 pressure in the backcourt. And Miller crosses the mid-floor line to Devin Brown. And back to the point guard, Justin Burrell. Weaves in traffic to the right side, hands off to Brown on the right wing. Top of the key for Dudzinski. Miller goes left side. The ball is Taylor Apt, the 6'8" freshman from Darnestown, Maryland, into the game. A lot of players in here getting the early going. There's Dudzinski with a tip at the basket. Ball squirts free, picked up by Hinton. On the run now for Cotton. A 2-on-2. Cotton, big crossover, and has the ball swatted out of bounds by Miller.
Well, 2 block shots the last 2 possessions. Dixon blocked the shot down here to get that break going, John. And then the shot gets blocked up by Cotton.
Here's Brees Kofani into the game for the first time, replacing Bilal Dixon, as the Friars will inbound with 31 to shoot. Council will inbound, baseline, right of the basket. Kicks it off in the left corner for Kofani, who finds Hinton between the circles. Now for Coleman, 2-3 zone again for Holy Cross. And Council looks back at his coach over his right shoulder, gets the play call. Cotton swings it right for Coleman. Back to Cotton. Cotton goes left for Council. 3 C's out on the perimeter for the Friars is Coleman to Council, who drives on the left side, and Council scores.
Good move by Council. Great first step right there to beat the zone and get to the basket for a layup. Not good defense by Holy Cross in the back.
6 for Council. The Friars are back up by a deuce at 24-22. And a long three by Burrell off the top of the key is good from 24 feet.
Wow, they're making shots, Holy Cross. I mean, they're really blistering it up out there from outside and inside. Burrell's not a very big guy. He needs some space, but he got that one to go down.
33% shooter from outside the arc for the freshman. He buries that one, and Crusaders are back up by 1. Left side with the basketball is Council. Looks over the zone again to Coleman on the right side. Back middle for Council. Goes left for Cotton. Cotton back to Council, left to the top of the key, points to a spot. Hinton gets there, jump pass to the right side for Coleman, drives the baseline, throws up the jumper, no good. Rebound tip, Dudzinski cradles it. Up the floor for Burrell. Burrell in traffic, stripped, stolen by Council, and he'll have an uncontested. No, he'll hand it off to Hinton for the jam.
Nice unselfish play there by Council, getting over to Hinton for the slam.
And the Friars are back up 1, but here's Burrell right back at it. He's like the whirling dervish out there on the floor for Holy Cross. I mean, the little, maybe, the Energizer Bunny?
Yep, there's a guy, there's a play. Perfect game for Kiwi Gardner to be in there, the same size.
Sure would be. I was just thinking the same thing. Left side, Dudzinski got an open look at 3. From the wing, it's in and out, and there's a rebound for Council.
Council's everywhere.
Pushing up the floor to Hinton. Hinton driving, right side, scoops it up, missed the shot. Rebound, Kofani, loose on the floor. He goes down to the floor. They call a held ball, and the Friars keep it on the possession arrow.
Good rebound by Kofani, trailing that break, but, his hands, he needs some stickum. He gets a lot of rebounds. He gets his hands on balls, but he's not able to keep it. And Council's yelling at him right now, squeeze that pumpkin.
Chris Carter checks in for the Friars, giving Gerard Coleman his first blow of the game here with 8:38 to go.
Good ball game so far by Coleman, doing a nice job out there.
Council inbounds underneath to Kofani to Hinton. Hinton spins in the post, lays it up, can't hit it. Won't stick. Rebound squirts out, stolen by Council. Council goes back up with a runner. That's no good. Kofani, rebound, score!
Kofani doing a great job on the offensive glass and gets rewarded right there. Was able to catch it and score.
First basket for Brees Kofani. Friars back up 3. Left wing for R.J. Evans, who's checked back in. Evans slides to the right on Carter, throws up the runner. Rejected by Kofani, and they call goaltending.
Well, Coach Cooley says to Kofani, when that ball comes in there, I want you to go up there and block a few shots. Even if you goaltend a little bit, that'll get guys thinking when they go to the basket in the future. And that's just a message-type goaltending. You live with that one there. The next time you come down the lane, you're thinking Kofani's going to be there.
That's 10 points now for R.J. Evans, the 6'3 junior from Salem, Connecticut for Holy Cross. He had 16 in their game at College of Charleston, which was a loss earlier this year, and he pulls his team back within 1. Council off of a screen, drives right, stops free throw line, kicks it back out to Hinton. Hinton to Council, top of the key yet again, drives right, crosses back to the left, jab step of the line, drives to the line, goes underneath for Kofani, ball is batted around, Carter picks it up, and Carter gets fouled. Foul is called on R.J. Evans. And a timeout with 7:49 to play in the first half. Friars 28, Crusaders 27. From Nelligan Sports, this is Providence Friar basketball.
Clubs has been overwhelming against each other. Both teams are shooting the ball extremely well.
So the foul call on Evans is first, team's third. Friars do not yet have a team foul called with 7:49 to go in the first half.
Wow, that's amazing.
It is amazing. Inbounds baseline right. Council finds Cotton. Double teamed in front of his bench, gives it back to Council, who lobs it back out to Coleman. Tried to touch the pass inside, and it's intercepted by Obey Sequeira.
Well, he tried to go for Kofani. Kofani has to be wide open to throw that pass.
I would agree. Again, that's kind of knowing who your teammates are there. Here's Devin Brown, back out now for Evans. Friars in a 2-3 zone, Joe, for the first time because the man-to-man hasn't been all that good in the ball getting inside.
Well, I like this zone. I mean, they did a good job against Iowa State in that zone against very good shooters.
Now Brown holds the ball high between the circles, comes off the left wing for Evans. Evans gets penetration and throws up the layup, a little bit short. Rebound tipped Obey Sequeira. Can't get it to go. Loose, and there's ripped out of there by Kofani. Up the floor to Council. Council behind the back with a dribble into the forecourt. Gets into the lane. Throws up underneath for Coleman. He scores off the glass.
Kofani blocked that shot down here, John, just enough to keep it short.
Long pass into the forecourt for Evans. Saves it back out now for Burrell. Obey Sequeira touches right for Brown. Brown on the wing with the basketball, penetrates with the left hand. Obey Sequeira touches back out now for Evans. Burrell has it, stands near the mid-floor circle, goes the right wing for Brown. Brown obeys Sequeira high post, goes left for Evans, down to 12 to shoot. Evans penetrates, loses the ball, picks it up, muscles it up, can't get it. And Kofani tries to rip it out of Evans' hands. They call a held ball, and this time Holy Cross will keep it.
Friars went back to man during that set. But Kofani, nice job anticipating where the ball was, but just got out-muscled for that one. Ends up a loose ball and tied up.
Yeah, John Cal is coming over to check with the officials because they're keeping the ball, Holy Cross is, but trying to figure out whether or not the shot clock should have been reset on the possession. I'm not sure it should have been.
Well, if it's a held ball, it shouldn't have been.
No. There was no shot at the basket. The ball was just loose in the paint, so I'm thinking there's probably somewhere around 10 to 12 seconds on the clock.
You know,
here.
you said we have the A team of officials here. Suppose this was the first round of the South Padre tournament where there was no TV, no monitors, no nothing.
This
what
call
would they do?
They would never have gone to the monitor.
Yeah, I mean, this is ridiculous. Make a call and go with it. It's not like it's a game-setting situation where the game is going to be decided by this. I mean, you know, I think they rely too much on the technology.
Sometimes they do, but it is okay, and the rules do call for the officials to go to the monitor to check certain things.
Yeah,
and
but
one of them is a situation like this where there's a potential shooter involved and a possession involved.
But if there's no monitor and no TV, what do you do?
Well, there is monitor here because there is arena TV.
Well, it shouldn't be. I mean, they just, again, that's my premise. They rely too much on technology to get what they didn't do correctly the first time.
I'll grant you that, but the technology is available.
But this
they
is
should
your
be able
A
to go
crew.
to it, right?
This is your A crew. We're sitting here now watching these guys walk up and down, worried about how much is on the shot clock.
What did I tell you? 10
10
seconds on the shot clock. There you go.
Just call it 10 seconds. We knew it was a jump ball. They had the ball a while. Put 10 or 15 seconds on the shot clock and don't go to the monitor. Show some leadership out there. Come on. Did a Final Four game. Are you kidding me?
Game 7, we're already on the refs. Inbounds comes to Burrell in the backcourt. I wonder if he's aware of the shot clock. Into the forecourt against Cotton, around a high screen with 6. Left corner, Obey Sakara gets off a deep 3. It's an air ball, and the Friars come up with it. Here comes Council, pushing the pace. Left to right, crosses over, puts it up. Rejected, but taken down by Kofani, who saves it. Back to Council on the left wing. Out for Henton now, who's back into the game. Finds Cotton, goes back left for Council. So Council slows it down just a bit as we come up on 6 minutes even left to play in the first half, with the Friars leading by 3. Coleman, right side, Cotton, catch and shoot, jumper, good for
Bryce
2.
Getting it going now as the coach has to yell at him to take some shots, and he's knocked every one he's taken down so far.
18-footer there for Bryce Cotton. He's got 10 first half points, and the Friars are up by 5. Here's Burrell with the basketball between the circles. Coming off a screen is Evans. Evans gets into the lane. Left corner, Obey Sakara. Now left wing for Jordan Stevens underneath. And an over the head reverse layup is good by Dudzinski.
Dudzinski doing a nice job of getting position on that play.
Stops a 13-5 run by the Friars. Ball gets tipped out of bounds into the cross bench, and PC will keep it. 5:35 to play, 33 on the shot clock, and a 32-29 lead.
This game's going down to the wire, brother.
I kind of agree the way things are going. Here's Council handling right side. Top of the key, Coleman goes left for Cotton. 3C's in there. Coming off the screen, Council. 17-footer up, and he rattles it in.
Boy, Council doing a great job handling the ball, coming off screens, playing the two-guard position.
But here's Burrell to Evans. Three-pointer right wing. No good. Offside rebound tipped out, taken by Stevens. Stevens double team, saves it out to Dudzinski. So Holy Cross really beating the Friars up the floor after a make or a miss, and a timeout is called by Milan Brown, the Holy Cross head coach.
Well, Friars got to get on the glass.
Stands in the mid-floor circle. Crusaders basket to our left here in the first half. Friars in a 2-3 zone. Right wing for Evans. Now comes back to the center for Stevens. Left side on the baseline, Dudzinski touches it. Goes back up top, Evans. Quick pass, Stevens. Three-pointer, right side, short. Long rebound to Council. And the Friars have numbers. Council bounces, Cotton lays it up, scores.
Long rebound. Who gets the long shot, long rebound? Who got it? Council. He got it at the top of the key and ends up with a fast break.
4 out of 5 for Cotton, and there's the loose ball in the backcourt, and it's picked up, and we got another timeout called by Holy Cross to save the possession. The Friars had tipped the ball away on the inbound, and they call the 30-second timeout, otherwise they'd have lost the possession.
They would have. Ed Cooley, I love him. He's awesome out there. He's in everybody's face no matter what's going on. They were trying to get a 10-second violation. The ball was deflected all the way under the Friar basket, and there was 30 seconds on the shot clock, so Holy Cross took the timeout to preserve the possession. Friars getting a little run here, 36-29. They're up with 4:33 to go. They're on a 17-7 run, so Holy Cross wants to slow them down a bit with that timeout.
I would think that would be in their benefit for them to control the tempo more than try to run with the Friars in this thing. I mean, I've been surprised to see Burrell scoot up the floor as he has tonight.
Well, he's 5'9", and that's his game. He wants to get up the floor and find his teammates who are pretty good shooters. This team shoots almost 40% from three-point land. So if your point guard can push it up the floor and put pressure on the defense to collapse, he throws it back out to the shooters to take threes.
Well, he's not in the game right now. Brown's going to handle it on the left wing. Friars double team the left wing. The pass saved to Beans on the high post. Now he's back out for Devin Brown. Bounce pass left for Evans. Evans works right off his screen, drives down the lane, scoops it up, lost it short, but he gets contact on his way to the basket. That move, Evans has made at least a half a dozen times in this half where he shows the ball, drives into the lane, and tries to scoop at the basket.
And nobody has stepped in to take the offensive foul on him. It's a good move by Evans. He sees that middle open up. What they're doing is setting a screen at the top of the key right in front of the Friar bench here. He turns the corner. The guard gets screened off. The weak side guard is worried about giving up a three-pointer, so the middle opens up.
Right.
The man in the middle, which happens to be Kofani, now he has to step up to make sure that guy doesn't get to the basket.
And Evans misses the first free throw. Foul was called on Kofani, and that's the first Friar foul of the ball game with 4:18 to play in the half. Evans hits the second free throw, makes it 36-30. 4:12 to play in the half. He's got 11 to lead the Crusaders. Cotton leaves it off for Council between the circles. Holy Cross goes zone. Right side pass for Cotton. On the baseline, Coleman lobs it out for Council. Now finds Hinton at the free throw line. Jumper rattles in and out. Rebound is tipped out, but right into Hinton's hands. Kicks the ball out on the right side for Cotton. He moves into the lane. He has the ball knocked away from behind, and the Friars will keep it after a timeout. 3:51 to go. Friars 36, Crusaders.
That's when Villanova was in.
Inbounds goes left. Cotton into the corner for Council. Penetrates to Hinton. In and out of his hands. He can't get it, but there's Kofani who gets it right back to Council. And Council's going to set it up again. 19 to shoot. Council brings the ball out against Burrell, who's back into the game. Jump pass to Hinton on the high post. Goes left for Cotton. Fires the three-pointer. That one's a little short. Hinton tips the ball to Coleman. Coleman goes back at it. Can't get it, and he's fouled on the putback. Coleman will go to the line to shoot free throws.
Coleman, a Spider-Man. I mean, he got that rebound there when he goes up with the left hand, and big guys think they can get that, but he elevates so quickly, and he's so long that he got the ball up on the glass very fast, gets the foul off the shoulder, then he gets to the line for two.
Evans picks up his second foul, fourth team foul on Holy Cross. And Coleman's free throw is good. Gerard, 63% from the free throw line for the sophomore from Boston, averaging 16.5 points per game. That's second on the team in scoring overall behind Council.
This is the smoothest game he's played so far this year. He's been sometimes he gets ahead of himself. He's excited out there, and he rushes things. But tonight he's poised. He's playing very solid, making the right decisions.
He hits two big free throws there. He has 10. Evans bounces underneath Dudzinski with a wraparound reverse. Missed the shot, but Kofani gets him with a foul, and he'll make Dudzinski try to earn it at the free throw line. Second foul on Kofani, second team foul on the Friars.
Good execution there by Holy Cross. So they got the ball up the floor. Burrell got the ball quickly up the sideline, and they attacked the press to score, and that's what you want to do. I mean, if you have some numbers when you get over midcourt, don't pull it out. Make them pay for having gambled in the backcourt.
Dudzinski's free throw is good. 6'9" soft from Elburn, Illinois, 84% shooter on the season as Evans and Beans come out. And they bring Obey-Sikera and Stevens back into the game. Second shot, Dudzinski, is good. He's got 11 points now. And it's 38-32. Friar lead is cut to 6. Council gets it to Cotton on the left side. Back to Council, middle of the floor. Looks at the zone. Devin Brown's playing up at the top, as it really is a 2-3 zone, but it's more like a 1-1-3. Here's Cotton, three-pointer left side, good.
Well, they set that up nicely. Put a double high post there. They throw it to the weak side post, and then look opposite to Cotton.
And the ball is stolen by Cotton, picked up by Coleman, flips it to Council, and Council goes up and jams it with one hand.
Oh, the quick hands by Cotton and Coleman. Get the easy layup in there for Cotton.
Friars have an 11-point lead. It's their largest of the ball game. Almost another steal, but Brown fires a three from the right wing. Can't get it. Rebound stuffed by Obey-Sikera, no good. Stevens gets the rebound in the middle of the lane and saves it back out to Brown.
Wow, Obey-Sikera almost jammed that home over Kofani. That was a pretty good move.
Burrell now looks back at his bench, gets the play call, moves to the right, passes now to the left wing for Stevens. Stevens, high post for Dudzinski. Now on the wing for Brown again. Shovels it down low to Stevens, loses the ball on the floor, picked up, scramble for it, bodies are there. You have Kofani jumping on top of Stevens, and they call a held ball, and the Friars are going to get it.
Well, Council hit the deck first, and then Kofani goes for that loose ball, and the Friars get it. That's what you need to do. Be aggressive on that ball.
Fifth Holy Cross turnover. But Ed Cooley is really appreciative of that effort. He says, that's exactly what we want.
He's beautiful, man. He's going over to Kofani. He's got his fist pumped. Hey, great play right there. He got us to possession.
So the Friars with the ball and an 11-point lead with 2:15 to go in the half. And this has looked like a completely different PC team in the last 4 minutes, Joe.
They're playing with intensity, and they're getting the defense done.
Council gets into the forecourt, and he asked John Cowell to stop play momentarily because there's some perspiration near the mid-floor line.
That's where he landed.
And he slipped, so we get an official timeout with 2:10 on the clock, and we'll get one of the basket attendants to come out and wipe it up.
Basket attendants?
Whatever. It's towel girl? Is that the better proper terminology?
You can't say ball boy because she doesn't have a ball. She has a towel, so we'll have to call her a towel girl maybe?
That's what I said.
A basket attendant? Yeah. Basket attendant, I'm thinking of a pool where you go to a pool and you put your clothes in a basket and they get your little thing around your wrist so when you come back
Hello,
you get your
my name is
back.
Pedro. I am your pool boy. Is that
it? A basket attendant.
Cotton comes right side for Coleman. Oh, this is going from bad to worse right now. Here's Council. Right wing Hinton. Open three. Got it blocked. Hinton turns and looks, and the ball is rebounded by Burrell, and a reach-in foul is called on LaDante Hinton.
Good block right there by Osa. What's his name? Osakari?
Yeah, Obey-Sakari.
Obey-Sakari. I mean, he blocked that jump shot deep in the corner by Hinton. He took a little while to get that shot off, and he got it blocked.
Hinton's first, team's third. Holy Cross will walk it now, right to left into the forecourt.
So you've been practicing all day on Obey-Sakari.
Actually,
that's
I
bad
have.
as Zanini.
Right side for Devin Brown. Brown back to Burrell against the zone. Left wing for Stevens. Looks to the middle screen set. Back to Burrell. Fires off the 23-footer. Good.
They won't go away. I'll tell you, this team here, this is going to be a battle. They get an open look. They knock it down.
And he's hit 2 3-pointers for the young freshman. Not bashful at all. Council drives, penetrates, throws up an air ball, and the rebound comes down to Stevens. Up the floor is Burrell. Burrell pulls up. Free throw line jumper. Left that one short, and there's Kofani with the rebound. Pushes back to Council. Goes underneath the basket, and there's Hinton who lays it up with the right hand and scores.
Good job by Council keeping his head up, and Hinton running the floor, getting that open look.
And a double team. Burrell staggers backwards against the double team, but finds some help from Obey-Sakari. Goes left wing, Stevens for three on the side, and he scores it.
Boy, they don't miss. You know, they find the right guy, too, and they're knocking down wide open looks. The Friars gamble a little bit in the backcourt, giving up those long threes, but Holy Cross knocking them down.
Fifth three of the half for Holy Cross. First basket for Jordan Stevens, who shoots 60% outside the three-point stripe coming into the game. And it's 45-38. Friars by 7. 36 seconds to go before halftime. Hinton down low, puts it up and then off the glass from the block.
Holy Cross can go to one shot now. 30 seconds on the game clock, and shot clock is off.
Friar lead is 9. They've led by as many as 11 here in the half. Burrell handles it in the mid-floor circle. Off the right side for Brown. Down to 19. Shot clock is off, as Joe said. Stevens, left side for Burrell.
It's the first time in a while Friars won't get the last shot of the half. They've been tipping them all in at the buzzer.
That's right. Here's Burrell out near the mid-floor line. Crosses over, cuts to the right side off of his screen. Now looks for the high post. He slips on that wet spot again with 3. With 2. Double team. Going to throw up off balance at the buzzer. No good. And the Friars will lead by 9 at halftime over Holy Cross, 47-38.
That was a hard-fought 9-point lead, I'll tell you. That was a
0 on the season, leading at halftime, trying to make it perfect 4-0. And we are underway with the Crusaders working basket to our right here in half number 2. Burrell bounced past to Devin Brown. Friars in a 1-2-2. Onside for Evans, has the shot partially deflected, saves it, but it's picked up by Hinton. Friars going right to left here in the second half. Council down the lane, pulls up with a free throw line jumper, no good. Coleman offensive rebound with a reverse tap, can't get it. Loose underneath, Dudzinski fields it for Holy Cross. Up the floor, right wing for Brown. Brown penetrates into the lane, goes up, and Kofani rejects it with both hands.
Rejected with his face.
Up the floor, Council, alley-oop to Coleman, lays it up, and he catches it and scores.
What a great athletic play by Coleman right there. Nice pass by Council, but Coleman had to go up with 2 hands as he had to jump over the little guy there for Holy Cross, number 3, Burrell, and control the ball and score.
Makes it 49-38 as Coleman gets the first basket of the second half. Friars have equaled their largest lead of the game. Burrell takes it to the right side. Evans pops out between the circles, goes left for Brown. Friars in a 2-3 zone. Dudzinski in the middle, dumps it right side again for Evans. Now Dudzinski goes high, down low to Beans, scores from the left side.
Good execution by 2 big guys. Dudzinski down to Beans, who is moving without the ball very nicely for a big guy. It's like 6'8", 240.
Beans has 6 points. It's a game back to 49-40, 9-point advantage. Bounce pass on the high post to Hinton. Curls it to Cotton, right side, stops his penetration. Now starts it, passes back to the left wing.
Nice.
Now for Hinton, wide open 15-footer around the rim. It comes out. Dudzinski had it and lost it. I think Kofani might have kept that alive right there and bounced it off of Dudzinski's hands.
Kofani on the offensive glass, very active. Doing a nice job there. He gets the ball back for the Friars, but good execution by the Friars. Hinton had a wide open look, just missed it.
Inbounds goes underneath with the basketball. Right side, Council. Jumper from 15, good.
Nice execute. I'll tell you what, the Friars are very efficient on the offensive end tonight, both on the fast break and in the half-court set.
12 for Council. Friars back up by 11. Mid-floor Brown, right side for Evans, into the right corner for Burrell in front of his bench here on the near side. High post, Beans finds Evans, goes left for Brown, penetrates left baseline, goes up with the jumper short off the glass. Rebound chased down by Council, pushes up the floor to Cotton. Cotton drives to the left hand. He's hacked in the act, and he'll go to the line. And that's 3 fouls on R.J. Evans for Holy Cross.
You see many players who go back and chase Cotton down don't realize his leaping ability. He had a good head of steam going there, and he exploded to the basket. Evans thought he had a good angle on him, but Cotton goes up so high. When Evans went up there, all of a sudden Cotton's above him, and he had to reach across his shoulder to create the foul. But Cotton's very deceptive the way he jumps.
So Bryce, who had 3 of 3 from the line in the first half, hits the first of 2 here, has 16 points.
Welcome back, Mr. Cotton.
Indeed. Friars are 6 of 7 as a team from the line, only 63.8 on the season, but now they're 7 of 8 tonight.
Yeah, they've had games where they shot the ball. Like at Fairfield, they were 17 for 20 from the foul line. Then they go into a coma in some other games.
53-40, 13-point lead is the largest of the game. Beans on the high post, goes left for Evans. Now for Burrell, open 3, left ring. That one's too strong. Rebound taken by Dudzinski on the right post. Kicks the ball back outside for Brown.
Dudzinski's a load in there. You got to try to box him out.
6'9" sophomore. Left side, Beans, another 6'9" sophomore. Missed the jumper. Rebound Hinton, but stolen by Evans, who is back up and he scores.
Well, you got to squeeze the ball. Good play by Evans as he took it away from Hinton. Coach Cooley's not happy with that one, as you probably heard him punch the table here.
Yep. Evans just came in and just, he absolutely just out-toughed Hinton for the basketball. Council slips to the floor, keeping the dribble alive around a screen set by Hinton on the left wing. Now he splits the screen, goes down the lane, throws up the runner to Council or to Coleman, who has the shot blocked. Coleman comes back down with it, goes up with it, and scores.
So clever in there, Coleman, but nice pass by Council.
Long pass to Dudzinski, lays it up, and he scores the other way for Holy Cross.
Oh, Kofani's got to get back. I mean, that's a big guy, should not be able to outrun Kofani down the floor. Friars score on a layup and get beat on a layup.
Makes it 55-44 Friars with 16:49 to play in the second half.
Dudzinski getting down the floor. Good play.
Left wing for Coleman again. Coleman looks down low on the post for Hinton. Kicks it out. The Council fakes the 3, penetrates, loses the dribble. Out to Hinton in the left corner. 3-pointer on the way. In and out. Spins around the rim. Rebound down for Brown. Brown has the ball. Stolen. Coleman.
Oh, man.
Coleman picks Burrell and lays it up and scores.
How about that, Coleman? What a good steal right there. He just picked the point guard right out of his pocket right there and goes for an easy layup. Nice long arms there by Coleman.
And Girard now 7 of 10 from the floor after a clean pocket pick, that time of Justin Burrell.
Having a nice game, Coleman.
Coleman almost with another steal as Evans gets around him, dumps it off right side. Brown for 3.
Yeah.
No good. Rebound tapped, and there's Coleman with the ball to Kofani. Back to Coleman. Coleman with a left-handed dribble into the forecourt. Left corner, Council. 3-pointer up. It's off the rim. Rebound Dudzinski up the floor to Burrell. Now he challenges Cotton in the lane. Drives all the way to the hoop. Scoops it up. No, they're going to call a foul on Council as he commits the foul on Justin Burrell.
Well, Burrell, when he's coming back at you and you're backpedaling, you're in no man's land, even with the quickness of 36-26. So they're very efficient. I mean, they're looking like the game they played against Fairfield is very reminiscent in this ball game there. The big 3 there, that's 3 C's, are doing a nice job on the offense.
Burrell at the line shooting 2 here for Holy Cross. First one is on the way and good. 5'9" freshman again, Dumfries, Virginia. Averages 6 per game. That's his 7th point tonight. He's a 60% free throw shooter.
Nice little point guard for Holy Cross. Nice to have a freshman who can run the show for you. You're going to have him for the next 4 years. Does a good job playing defense and finding his teammates.
Hits them both. Makes it 57-46. Leads cut to 11. Council with the ball in the backcourt. Brings it up against Burrell into the forecourt to the left side. Fires again basket to our left here in half number 2. Feeds the high post to Hinton. Shows the ball, drives, and he traveled with it.
Well, he got a little excited there. Shuffled both feet because he was open on the corner of the foul line there. it opened up down the middle. He said, whoa, I was supposed to handle off, but I'm going to go to the basket, and he shuffled both feet, pick up the travel.
Just the 6th turnover of the game for the Friars, and Burrell now will walk it left to right into the forecourt, takes it to the right side for Evans. R.J. Evans, top of the key for Obey Sequeira. Now again, right side for Burrell, feeds the post to Dzinski, scores easily over Hinton.
Well, he's got such a mismatch inside there. They're taking advantage of it. Good patience. You got to put pressure on the ball when that happens. You can't let him have a good look inside.
15 for Dzinski to lead the Crusaders. Here's Coleman, quick pass down low. Hinton with a scoop and a score from the right side.
Great rotation there. Good pass by Coleman. He didn't hold on to the ball. He got the ball. He anticipated passing that before he even caught the ball. That's why Hinton was wide open.
That's 10 for LaDante. Friars back up by 11. Burrell goes left for Malcolm Miller, who's checked in. High post to Dzinski, back to Evans, three-pointer, top of the key. Hits glass and rim, and Council grabs the long rebound. Vincent pushes the ball into the forecourt. Left-handed pass underneath for Hinton, off the glass and in himself.
Great execution right there. Nice job by Council finding Hinton, getting down the floor, gets the layup.
12 for LaDante. Friars back up by 13, matching their largest margin of the ball game. We've got 14 and a half to play.
You know what I like, John? They're very unselfish in this game. They're finding the right guys at the right time.
Miller with the ball left side. Now up high for Evans. Right side for Burrell against the Friars zone. Baseline right to Dzinski. Cut off there by Coleman. Now Burrell gets penetration. Dumps it off of Sequeira. Blocked by Kofani. And here come the Friars up the floor. Council stops, now penetrates, keeps the dribble going. Right side, Cotton for three. Oh. Bang!
Boy, that's excellent execution. I mean, great job by the Friars. And Ed Cooley comes out clapping his hands. I mean, awesome right there. You had Coleman and Cotton finding each other. And how about Council? Comes down on a pump fence, and we know what happens when these 3Cs get out on the break. They have great speed and quickness, and they all can finish.
Holy Cross will bring it in play after calling the timeout here. Now they're still wiping up some of the condensation, sweat, what have you on the floor.
The Friars put their team out there at the foul line there and talking. They're dripping all over the floor.
They like to pull away from the bench. You'd think the bench should be for that, but they like to get away from the bench so they can have private conversations.
Hey, they like to have a few choice words once in a while. You don't want the natives to hear it.
That's true, too. Inbounds to Holy Cross as Burrell has into the forecourt of the right side against the 2-3 zone. Now Devin Brown with the ball between the circles. Burrell looks at Bryce Cotton. Bounce pass, left wing for Miller. Miller brings it back center for Brown. Right side, Burrell in front of his bench. Baseline right for Taylor Apt. Underneath now, top of the key, Miller for three off the back iron. Rebound, Kofani.
Kofani having a nice half here so far.
Here's Council into the forecourt. Waits for Brees to go by him. Crosses over, spins in the lane, and gets bumped on the floor.
Well, Council is so much better than the young freshman point guard, Burrell. You know, Burrell has good speed and quickness. He can match up with Council there. But he does a lack of size. And Council's very quick as well, but he's just too long for Burrell. It's not a good matchup.
Burrell's first foul, second team foul. Inbounds comes to Coleman, and Coleman traveled with the ball. He shoveled his feet before he received the basketball. That's the 7th turnover of the Friars.
Well, I think he tried to make his mind up that time to do something before he caught the ball. He's left-handed. He was coming to the right side. He wanted to spin back left and shuffled his feet.
So Holy Cross with the ball. 1-2-2 pressure in the backcourt for the Friars. Miller. Burrell goes left side, breaking the pressure to Brown. Has it tipped away from behind, picked up by Hinton with a steal. Hinton gives the ball back to Council, and Council looks at his coach, gets the play call as he walks it right to left into the forecourt. Crosses the mid-floor circle, takes the dribble toward the right side, finds Cotton on the wing. Cotton around a Hinton screen, back to the center, pass to the wing, down for Coleman. Coleman gets into the lane, dumps it off for Kofani, goes up strong, and a block is called down on the wing. Underneath, they'll get Malcolm Miller for the foul.
Well, Miller trying to pick up the foul right there. All you have to do is stay in front of Kofani, though. He's not going to look to shoot. Miller tried to pick up the foul. I want Kofani to take that shot. But good, strong move by Brees, but he just was able to pick up the foul.
First on Miller, third on the team. Friars get a fresh shot clock and inbound the ball here left of the baseline. Bounce pass underneath for Hinton as he moves to the basket, juggles the ball, saves it out to Cotton. Got an open look at three off the front of the rim. Can't stick. Rebound Brown, and he's bumped to the floor by Kofani.
Well, those are hustle fouls. You don't mind those fouls by Kofani. You want him to go to the offensive glass every chance he can get.
That's exactly. Did you hear what Ed Cooley said?
Well,
I'm not worried about him.
Foul. I'm not worried about him. Just leave him in there. Let him keep playing. We foul out, we'll go with somebody else.
Kofani already has a career-high 8 rebounds in this game tonight. Left side for Miller. They break pressure left for Brown. Between the circles now for Burrell. Lob back to Miller on the left wing. Miller whirls right off of a screen. Bounce pass is kicked by Council out of bounds. 15 on the shot clock. 12:31 game clock. Inbound near side by Devin Brown. Burrell right back to Brown. Catch and shoot three. Got it.
That's just falling asleep on that one. That's an out-of-bounds play they set up where they throw it in. He steps in and takes the three-pointer.
Brown with just 6 points, both of them on three-pointers, one in each half thus far. Makes it 64-51. Cuts that 16-point deficit down to 13. Here's Council spinning in the lane. Turns on a turnaround jumper from 10, and it is a beauty.
That was a nasty move right there as he froze him faking left and raises up with a fall away going right. Nice move in traffic.
14 for Council. Right side, Brown again for three. Missed the second one in a row. Rebound on the floor. A foul is called on Providence, and they're going to get Kofani for a hold, and that is 4 on Brees. Timeout on the floor, 11:59 to play. And it is Providence 66, Holy Cross 50. Holy Cross with the ball. Fresh shot clock here. They trail by 15. Friars have ahead as much as a 16-point lead. Evans inbounds Burrell near the mid-floor line. Friars 2-3 zone. Out of the right wing for Evans. Cotton and Council playing out of the top of the zone. Again, right wing. As Lee Goldsboro is checked into the game, Evans scoots through left baseline. Miller, three-pointer short. Rebound. Coleman in traffic between two purple shirts.
That was a great rebound by Coleman. Beat 2 6'8" guys for it.
Council lost the dribble, and Burrell steals it back. He drives the length of the floor and scores on a layup.
Well, he fumbled the ball right in front of Burrell. You're not going to do that in front of him. He's just too quick with the quick hands.
10 points for Justin Burrell makes it a 13-point game. As Council now brings the ball up against Burrell again. Hinton sends a high screen. Council rolls left, flashes out with the ball. Now to the right side for Coleman. Coleman, Malcolm Miller guarding him and throws the ball away. Intercepted there by Evans on the wing. Up the floor, Burrell finds Evans. He's going to attack. He's going to scoop. He's going to score, and a block is called on Goldsboro.
You know, the other night we were playing, John, against Southern, and, the Friars had a 2-point lead the whole game, and you never felt like they were in jeopardy of losing the game. And this 13, 15-point lead you don't feel safe with so far because the Friars playing against a Holy Cross team that can score, and they're not going to go away. It's 66-55 with a chance to go to 10 right now. The Friars have to keep up the intensity on the defensive end and keep executing on the offense.
At the line, R.J. Evans has 15, missed the free throw, and Hinton grabs the rebound for the Friars. So it stays at 11, and we're inside 11 minutes to play. Council with the ball against Burrell. Now Cotton grabs it between the circles, goes right for Coleman. Coleman shares it with Council, right free throw line extended out. Moves in between two purple shirts, jump pass right wing for Hinton. He gets into the lane, slides with the left hand, up off the back of the iron, won't stick. Dudzinski rebounds.
That's a good move there by Hinton, just missed the shot.
Burrell weaving in traffic. Bounce pass right side Evans, and he jams it from the right baseline.
Well, Goldsboro got shielded off by the big guy inside. Goes right down the lane, jams it home. 9-point game.
And there's a 30-second timeout called by Ed Cooley. So that is 6 unanswered scored here by Holy Cross. Timeout by Ed Cooley with 10:29 to go and single-digit deficit.
Well, you have ups and downs in ball games. You have teams that make runs, and, you get into a little funk yourself. The Friars have been very efficient here in the second half, but the last couple of minutes, their offense has gone a little stale. You got to credit Holy Cross for pretty good defense, but Holy Cross has picked up the intensity. They're on a 9-2 run. The Friars are just waiting for them to go away, and that's not going to happen. The Friars, it's a big possession right here now. They haven't scored in quite a while, so they need to get it going on the offensive end and pick it up again on the defensive end.
Crusaders have also made their last 3 shots and 4 of their last 6 from the floor as they pick up their offensive intensity. Now let's see if they can do it on the defensive end. They're going to go with full court pressure against the Friars. Coleman handles in the backcourt. Going to bring it up against Malcolm Miller. Works left off of the screen and moves into the forecourt fairly easily. Now out for Council, mid-floor circle. Turns, gives it back to Cotton in the center. Cotton drives right side, leaves it off on the wing for Coleman. Back out to Council. Pulls up, lost the ball. Slipped away, knocked away. It goes out of bounds, and it's off of Evans.
Good block right there. They blocked Council's jump shot right there. Malcolm Miller went up there and just erased it away. Friars lucky to get it back. 16 on the shot clock.
Inbounds goes into the right corner. Council now handles it. Council now with the left-handed dribble gets down the left side of the lane, and an offensive foul is called on Council as he pushed off on Justin Burrell.
He doesn't have to do that. He's got size advantage on Burrell, a lot of size. All he has to do is get to a spot and just jump up over him and knock it in.
Second foul on Council, 10th Friar turnover. And Holy Cross with the ball and a 9-point deficit. Long pass over in the left wing for Evans. Works off of a screen, gets into the traffic, gives it out to Burrell, fires a three-pointer. Good! And it's a 6-point game.
Wow, good job by Burrell knocking that shot down on a deep three. The defense was right there. He just knocked down a good shot.
Third tray of the ball game. It's a new career high for the freshman Justin Burrell for Holy Cross. He's got 13. Here's Council with the ball. Top of the key, Hinton goes left side for Cotton. A 12-2 Crusader run. Council goes right side for Coleman. Coleman looks to penetrate on Miller, drives right corner for Hinton, fakes, drives baseline, kicks the ball back outside for Coleman. Coleman goes up as the shot blocked by Miller, and Holy Cross comes down with the ball. Here comes Burrell in traffic, gets tripped from behind. Got tripped from behind and foul called on Coleman.
I thought Coleman was fouled going to the basket on that one as they pinched him there. He lost the ball. He just didn't drop it. He was whacked along the wrist. The officials now caught up in Holy Cross's run. That's what normally happens. A team gets momentum, they let it go.
First foul on Coleman, sixth team foul on the Friars. 66-60. 12-2 the run for Holy Cross.
Friars are probably playing their best basketball after timeout by Holy Cross.
Sure.
Boy, that was a great timeout by Holy Cross. They came back with some intensity, now knocking down shots and playing with a ton of confidence.
We're waiting for some of the perspiration again to be cleaned up from the floor, this time down basket to our right.
Now, this is a time when you have your veteran guy like Council. You run your offense, but you try to free him up to get him a look to stop this run.
Brown with the basketball, works it into the forecourt on Cotton. Off to the left wing for Evans. Evans, high post now for Jordan Stevens. Stevens now touches back left for Brown. Brown looks to the post in the corner for Stevens. Feeds the post inside Dudzinski. Works inside on Kofani. Kofani with a block and has the ball. Gets out of the double team. Great defense by Brees Kofani.
That was an excellent defensive play at a key moment, too. Nice momentum by Holy Cross, but that stops them from getting the score right there.
Sure enough, that was a big play there. Let's see if the Friars can capitalize. Council handles the dribble on the left wing. We got a whistle and a foul called inside on 13 Miller.
Well, it's about time they call one again. All the contact going on down here. I mean, just let them play, but be consistent.
Second on Miller, fourth on Holy Cross in the half. Looking for the inbound from the baseline. Council finds Cotton. He brings the dribble out center as the Friars get the shot clock reset. Now Cotton begins his move toward the right side, looks for the clear through into the right corner. Jumper up, Hinton missed the 15-footer. Coleman with a tip, won't stick, and Miller rebounds.
Almost by Coleman right there. Good look by Henry. Just missed the shot. Coleman almost tipped it in.
Now Miller has the drive into the forecourt. Coleman almost runs into him on the left side. And Brown looks over to his coach on the right hand side. Looks at Milan Brown, no relation to Devin Brown. Now passes right side for Miller. Miller
is back into man-to-man.
Feeds underneath Dudzinski against Kofani, and he scores, and it's a 4-point game.
Dudzinski that time, power move. He got into the body of Kofani where he couldn't get any leverage to block the shot. Good move by Dudzinski.
14-2 is the Holy Cross run. 7:50 to go, and it's 66-62. Cotton bounces top of the key, almost stolen, but Cotton pulls it away on the left wing. Now he brings the dribble back out as the Friars start to struggle a bit in the half-court set. Hinton at the free throw line, turns, hands off to Council, curls to the right, goes right to the basket, high off the glass. He won't get it, but he will go to the line.
Good move by Council right there. He's got to take charge right now.
Has made 5 of their last 6 in this 14-2 run they currently have. Council, 2 at the line. First shot on the way, good. Percentage at the line down to 60% on the season after shooting 70% last year. 72% from the line. That's the first Friar point in 5 minutes. Misses the shot. Kofani, offensive rebound, comes down with the ball, goes up with the ball, has it blocked from behind, and Burrell comes up with the ball.
Well, see, when Kofani gets underneath there, somebody's got to get him a lane to throw it.
Devin Brown, deep three, off the iron, no good. Rebound chased down in the corner, goes out of bounds, and it is off of LaDante Hinton.
Good rebound by Kofani down here, John, but nobody in front of the PC bench should have ran in front of the bench so Kofani could give him a pass. Would have an easy layup, but the guys were standing around watching him.
So Holy Cross gets to keep it, trailing by 5. Get a fresh shot clock here with 7:20 on the game clock. Evans inbounds, finds Burrell. Friars go back to the zone, right side for Evans in front of his bench. Now pushes back out for Burrell, goes left for Devin Brown. Brown one dribble. Now Evans between the circles. Comes to the right wing for Burrell. Looks to the post. Stevens flashes to the high post. Gets the ball. Kicks it left for Evans. Drives baseline. Goes over the shot. Left hand missed it. Rebound tap. No good. Dudzinski finally rolls it in.
Well, Hen's got to get in there and help out Kofani. Kofani needs a break. I mean, he's tired. He's looking over at the bench. I mean, he's trying to block shots and rebound.
19 for Dudzinski to lead the Crusaders, and this is a 3-point game. Council finds, and it's stolen. Burrell stepped in front of Hinton, and then he runs over Council, and they're going to call Council for a block at the mid-floor line. Council picks up his third, and that will put Holy Cross in the line at the bonus.
I thought Council anticipated that very well. If he just planted himself and not reached for the ball, he might have picked up the offensive foul.
So a 1-and-1 now for Justin Burrell. Trailing by 3 with 6:42 to go. What a comeback here for the Crusaders.
Yeah, Dixon's coming in for Kofani. Kofani is dead beat. I mean, he is tired. He needs to take a break. He gets, physically, the two big guys of Holy Cross outweigh him by about 40 pounds each guy. And he's like a jumping jack in there, but he's been a little tired now. He needs a break.
Well, we've still got more, I don't know if it's condensation from the ice underneath the floor here at the dunk or not, but now we've got a couple of towels being used all over the mid-floor line.
Well, that's where Council just fell down trying to steal the ball right there.
Yeah, that's a good point. So we'll see how dry it becomes, but now Burrell has a chance to pull his team within 1, and the freshman from Dumfries, Virginia, has had a heck of a night here. He's had 13 points, along with 4 assists and a couple of rebounds. He's hit 2 of 2 from the line. The team is 5 of 7 from the line, the Crusaders. And the front end of the 1-and-1 is good.
Boy, what a great comeback by Holy Cross. Friars had him dead to right. Quick timeout.
16-point lead. It was 64-48.
I know. The Friars only scored 3 points in the last, 7
minutes. Yep. Second shot by Burrell is good. We've got a 1-point game. 67-66. Friars have been outscored 18-3. Goodness. Council pulls up. Jumper, 16 feet. Good.
Good screen by Dixon right there. Free Council up wide open.
Long pass into the forecourt to Evans. Tries to beat the pressure down. Top of the key. Beans for 3. Got it! And we're tied.
How about big guys who can shoot? I mean, Beans is a trailer break right there. Stops at the three-point line in motion and knocks it down. The guy's 6'9".
Beans hits the 3. We're tied at 69 with 6:05 to play. Goodness gracious. Council double team, jump pass to Cotton on the left wing. Cotton gets in the lane, drives to the hoop, scoops it up, and it will come off the rim. It just wouldn't fall down. Holy Cross with a rebound and a chance to take the lead.
What a good move by Cotton.
Burrell drives right side for Beans on the baseline. Beans throws it out top of the key. Dudzinski hands off to Burrell. Looks at his coach to get the play call. 5:40 to play. We're tied at 69. Burrell looks for a screen, cuts to the right side. Friars look to double, backs it out again. Right wing Dudzinski for 3. No good. Long rebound taken by Council out of bounds off of Evans, and the Friars will get the ball.
How about Dudzinski taking a fall-away three-pointer with Bilal right on his shooting hand?
Reese Kofani comes right back into the game, and he's going to place Bilal Dixon, I believe. So the Friars with the ball, 69-69. Malcolm Miller back into the game for the Crusaders. This was a 64-48 lead, 21-5 the run over the last now 7 minutes, Joe.
Yep, and they've done it with great execution. Holy Cross has. They play good defense. They're allowing the Friars just one shot, and everybody's contributing for the Cross. They're getting guys involved.
Well, look for the Friars' go-to guys, starting with Council and probably Coleman, followed by Cotton, to see if they can get touches and perhaps the looks of the basket. Council into the forecourt with the ball. Now finds Cotton, mid-floor circle around the screen. Penetrates right side, hands off to Coleman. Coleman back out to Council on the right side. Council looks to penetrate, has to give up the basketball, scoops it up with an underhanded layup, gets it to go, and count the basket.
What a good move by Council. They've taken the little guy off him, Burrell, put more size on him, but he's still able to beat his man. He fakes off coming off the screen at the top of the key, goes right. Gets the finger roll to go and the foul. Good move by Vincent. That's the guy you want to go to right now. Vincent's got to take charge of the offense.
They put Devin Brown on him, and that time Brown committed the foul, his first, and that's the team's 6th. One shot of the line for Council on the three-point play here. And the shot by Vincent bounces and comes out. And there's
Kofani with the
Kofani.
read.
Offensive rebound, but stolen by Brown. It goes out of bounds. They're going to say it's Holy Cross ball.
Oh, these officials are awful. That ball went off Holy Cross right there, right in front of us.
Well,
they
Brian
dove for
O'Connell.
the ball. The big guy, 50, Dudzinski, dove for the ball. He was the lead guy on it, and knocked the ball out of bounds.
Brian O'Connell says the Friars got a finger on it. So it's 71-69. And again, they are wiping up liquid from the floor where the two players skidded over on the far side in the forecourt to our left. 5:04 to go. The lead has been cut to 2. Kofani now has 11 rebounds, a new career high for the Friars, along with his couple of points, and he's been in there playing with 4 fouls.
Fortunately, he's gotten 2 real good rebounds on missed free throws by Council, but wasn't able to score either time and have turnovers both time, almost a turnover that time. But, if he's able to get that rebound, take it up strong and try to get fouled.
He's out of the game, and Goldsboro is back in there right now as Holy Cross has a chance to tie or take the lead on this possession. Dudzinski on the high post goes left for Burrell. Feeds the post now for Beans. Beans double team. Back out Burrell for 3. It is no good, and it wedges between the rim and the backboard. It's a held ball. That's the ruling, and the possession arrow belongs to Providence.
Burrell's had some good looks. That one there just gets stuck in the basket. He needs some space, John, to get it off. He's only 5'9", and the Friars are giving him some room out there. Wasn't able to knock that one down.
They need to jump out on him a little bit more. Friars with the ball and a 2-point lead as Council feeds Cotton. Now Cotton takes the dribble toward the right side against Devin Brown. Bounces on the wing for Council. Council wants to post up. Does so in the lane. Missed the shot. Rebound. Goldsboro, and he's fouled.
Good job by Goldsboro on the glass as he was able to muscle that ball away from Dudzinski on the rebound.
That's the first on Dudzinski, but it's team foul 7. And so the Friars now go into the bonus on the line, and it will be Lee Goldsboro, the sophomore from Newcastle, England, who hasn't scored tonight, averaging just under 2 points per game. He's 4 of 5 from the free throw line on the season. Scoreless tonight. Friars are 8 for 11, and all 3 of those misses from the line belong to Vincent Council.
As we know, Lee's not going to be a guy who's going to give you points out there. He's going to give you defense and rebounding, and that's what he did right there. Defense down the other end, and a good, strong offensive rebound right there. If he can make his free throws, it's a bonus.
Goldsboro at the line. Shot is on the way. No good. Rebound tipped out. Comes to the left sideline. It's out of bounds. It's off of Holy Cross.
Yeah, well, that's a bad call, too. I thought that was off Goldsboro at that time, but the Friars get evened up on that one.
So the free throws now starting to tighten up just a little bit for the Friars. The inbounds comes to Cotton. Friars have missed their last 3 free throws in a row. Hand off to Council on the left wing. Council now off a screen to the right side. Now pivots back to the left. Open Cotton for 3. No. Rebound. Hinton has it knocked out of bounds, and they're going to say it's off of Hinton. That's a terrible call.
Come on, John Cal.
Wow. That was a terrible call. Even good officials make bad calls, but there's no way that was off of Hinton.
He's always been bad.
Evans, left side pass for Burrell. That's why he does championship games in Final
it's
Fours,
horrendous.
right?
That's how bad officiating is. How did he miss that? That's not even close.
Left side for Devin Brown, goes underneath for Beans, got caught in no man's land. Brown fakes the 3, penetrates for 2, hits the 15-footer, and we're tied at 71.
Nice shot by Brown right there, and he's got the defensive assignment now to play Council. Good pump fake by Brown, gets him off the feet. Knocks down the jumper.
Brown has 8, tied at 71, 3:40 to play. Cotton drives left side for Coleman in front of his bench. For Council at the free throw line, gives the ball back outside. Cotton throws up the floater and scores.
Friars are consciously going after the young freshman Burrell. Whoever's he's guarding, they're going after him.
Long pass for Evans. Evans drives, scoops it up. Right. He scores the other way for Holy Cross.
Got to get back on defense. How can you score and give up a layup? That's just horrendous defense. You have to get back and find your man.
And Ed Cooley's seen enough. He wants to call a timeout here with 3:17 to go. Can't wait for the mandatory here. He's going to call it himself. 73-73 as Holy Cross has battled from 16 down in the second half to keep this game tied.
Well, Ed's not happy, and I don't blame him. I mean, you make a great move to the basket, then you get beat down the other end. On made basket, Holy Cross has to take the ball out of bounds, throw the ball up the court, and they get a layup. That just can't happen. You have to be back on defense, find your man, and make them set up the offense. You can't give up easy baskets after you make a tough hoop.
Friars have 2 timeouts remaining. Holy Cross also has 2 remaining. Both teams have 17 fouls, so both teams are shooting 1 and 1 at the free throw line on fouls.
Well, it's going to come down to defense, John. I told you this game would go down to the last possession. I almost was wrong there. I wish I was. The Friars were up 16, but this Holy Cross team, they just don't quit. They keep coming at you. The Friars have played very good basketball, and both teams now, the teams that play the defense in the last 3 minutes here and make the clutch shots are going to be the winners.
Friars have possession of the ball, as Council will have it in the forecourt, and he'll bring it up mid-floor line and face Devin Brown, the senior from Baltimore, preseason All-Patriot League selection. Has the dribble on the right side, looks for a clear through. Pulls the dribble out against Brown, who presses the attack. Now he penetrates, finds Kofani, gives the ball right back out to Council. Looks at the coach, gets the play call as we dip under 3 minutes to play. Hinton flashes out to grab the ball, and Council brings the dribble back to the center of the floor.
Good down by Holy Cross.
Down to 9 to shoot. Council pulls up for the three, top of the key, off the rim, no, and Evans grabs the rebound.
Boy, to come out of that timeout, really didn't run anything, and just was easy to guard right there. Now the Friars need to play some D.
Holy Cross can take the lead in the ball game. Evans with the ball, left wing, rolls left off his screen, lobs it back out to Brown, fakes, drives, kicks it off, right corner for Beans. No shot, back out front for Evans. Evans penetrates, scoops it up, off the rim, no good, rebound, tap, no, Kofani rebounds. Kofani loses the ball, stolen by Evans, throws up the floater and scores.
Well, Evans has stolen like 3 rebounds off the Friars in this ball game. Where they had the ball. He got one off Hinton a little while ago and just got that one off Kofani.
And he's taken 2 off Kofani. The Friars just not tough enough with the basketball. And Providence is down 2 with just over 2 minutes to play. Council, top of the key, swings left to Cotton. Backs outside the three-point stripe for Council.
Got to run something.
Inside 2 minutes to play. Providence down by 2. Council handles, brings the dribble left. Top of the key, now has the big man on him, hands off to Coleman, who slashes the basket,
nice.
Reverse and a score.
What a great move by Coleman. He got to the basket on the right-hand side, does a reverse layup with the left hand.
Tied at 75, 1:43 left. Holy Cross has possession. Bounce pass out for Brown, left wing for Evans. Very dangerous here. Coleman's going to guard him. Dudzinski comes right for Burrell. Burrell crosses over, penetrates, backs out, goes in on Cotton, gives it off to Dudzinski, lays it up, scores.
Boy, they just ate up that pick and roll right there. The little guy, Burrell, setting him up nicely to the big guy, Dudzinski.
21 for Dudzinski. Friars again down by 2. Holy Cross has not beaten Providence since 1999 at the Hart Center in Worcester. Council handles the ball between the circles. 1:07 to go. Providence down by 2. Council hands off to Cotton, curls to the right, hands off back to Coleman. Coleman down the lane with the left hand, off the rim, it will not go in. Rebound Hinton with a follow and a score.
What a great job by Hinton on the missed shot by Coleman to get that rebound.
Here comes Burrell, tipped away by Coleman. Coleman tipped it away and Hinton picks up the loose ball.
Coleman doing a great move, missed the shot but comes back on the defense to deflect the ball away. The Friars have it.
And now the Friars have the ball with 42 seconds left. Council pushes right for Coleman. Coleman handles between the circles as Cotton slipped to the floor over on the far side and backs the dribble out. 15 to shoot, 30 on the game clock. Coleman drives left, kicks it off to Hinton, drives baseline, gets inside, goes up and scores! And he's fouled! Holy moly!
What a great play right there. Great patience by the Friars and not settling for the jump shot as Hinton makes a veteran move.
Right here, has a chance, hasn't been to the line tonight. He has 16 points. Has a chance to give himself a new career high if he can hit this free throw.
It's amazing, too. John Cal finally gave the Friars a call on a lot of close ones, but it's amazing, too, that you don't notice how bad the officials are when you're up by 16 points.
Free throw, Hinton, good.
Good shot by Hinton. A 3-point lead now with 25 seconds to go.
Now, man-to-man or zone here?
I think they got to go man-to-man so you don't give up an easy 3 and make them make a tough 2. A zone, you'll give up maybe a 3-pointer in the corner or something when you're helping out. Well, we'll see what happens here. Man-to-man.
Burrell into the forecourt, left side, now to 19 seconds. Around the screen, between the circles. Has the dribble, scoots to the right side. Bounce pass for Brown. Brown guarded there by Council. Lost the ball, it goes out of bounds, and it's going to be off of Council with 10.8 left. And then Milan Brown, the Holy Cross head coach, calls a timeout.
Good D there by Council. He's on their best player, Brown. He's their leading scorer. He's the guy they're going to look to take that 3-point shot. He's shooting 44% for the year from three-point land coming into this game. He's 12 for 27, so you have to know where he is. I'm sure the coaches are on the bench pointing out who's the shooters. Phil Beans, who's a big, tall guy, He's 6 for 12 from three-point land at 50%
All right.
for the year.
Here we go, Joe. 10.8 left. You know they got to shoot a 3 to tie. Do you foul them and put them at the line?
Well, they have this theory, and you get under 5 seconds, that's when you foul. But I just want to make sure you take a tough 2. You take them off the three-point line, get them underneath that three-point line, have a hand up. That guy has to take a leaner to take the shot. Fine, you go get the rebound. I'm not one of those people who like to foul because you can still lose the game by fouling. The guy makes a free throw, misses the second, tip it out, take a three-pointer, and you lose. A three-pointer here, the worst is going to happen is overtime.
10.8 left. They'll inbound in front of their bench on the near side, forecourt to our right. And now Ed Cooley calls a timeout, so he'll get a 30 in here. Each team with 10.8 seconds left still has one timeout to call.
Well, Ed wanted to see what they're going to line up to set up that three-point shot. Now they have a lot of film on each other. So, if you have late game situations, you watch the film and you say, okay, what did they run to maybe get a three-point shot in a previous game? And you see them come out and line up. You see what they're going to run. You can tell you guys this is what the possibility. This is going to get the shot on this one. Now, if Holy Cross changes the play, well, you have to adjust, obviously. But if they come out with the same play, you'll have an idea what they ran before if you've seen it on tape.
Friars have Cotton, Council, Coleman, Hinton, and Kofani in the lineup.
See, the thing with Holy Cross, both big guys can shoot threes.
Yep.
Now, they set screens, and you help out, and they're wide open to knock a three down. I watch for the screener to get the shot.
Brown inbounds from in front of his bench on the near side. Friars cutting off the passing lane. They find Burrell with 9 to shoot. Burrell around a screen between the circles. Pass to the right wing. Beans, three-pointer on the way. It's an air ball. Rebound tapped to Cotton. Cotton is fouled with 2.4 left.
Well, that's what they did, John. They set up the shot for Beans, who's 6 for 12 coming in from three-point land, and he was the screener. They rolled him off to in front of the Holy Cross bench, but the Friars didn't bite on it. They never switched on those plays. Kofani stayed on him, long arms, made him take a tough shot under pressure deep, and Kofani was able to bottle the shot.
9 team fouls on Holy Cross, so this is still a 1-and-1 for Bryce Cotton. He's got to hit this first one here.
No.
He's got to hit this. It's 1-and-1. If he misses, there's still a chance to tie. The free throw's good.
You're not even worried about it. Bryce Cotton just got to go to the line and say, listen, don't even think about it. Ed Cooley's moving everybody off the lane. It's a 4-point game right now. It's history.
Bryce Cotton, one more try at the line with 2.4 on the clock. It is also good. Friars up 5. Holy Cross looks to inbounds, mid-floor line. It's tipped and stolen by Coleman, and the ball game is over.
Well, a good win by the Friars. This team was a heck of a game there as both coaches meet at head court and hug a little bit. Friars had a 16-point lead. I was impressed with Holy Cross, never quitting in the ball game. Came back nicely, and the Friars end with a 7-0 run. What happens a lot of times, John, you expel so much energy in the second half to get back in the ball game down by 16. You don't have enough left at the end, and that might have happened to the Holy Cross Crusaders.
82-77. Friars survive, and they beat their longtime New England rival, the Holy Cross Crusaders, to improve to 5-2 on the season. Stick around because our Cox Sports post-game wrap-up is coming up next. From Nelligan Sports, this is Providence Friar Basketball.